terms of today, and we were talking earlier on, and I said, you know what, we need to showcase the Graham that I know and love, and the personality behind the brand that it is Graham Hasting-Evans, and also the brand that you've been running in terms of NOCN. I know you've been a managing director, CEO now for nearly 13 years in terms of the organisation. But you've got a sort of dearth of experience within the construction sector, within public service, London Olympics that you've been running, plus also the international experience you've got. So I want to talk a little bit about the journey to now as the Chief Executive Officer of NOCN Group.
Well, I suppose it started when I was young. I grew up in Wales, in South Wales. People tell me I've lost my Welsh accent, and I have, but my wife, she hasn't lost her Welsh accent. I've lived in England and abroad for so long, my accent has sort of changed.
Quite neutral.
Quite neutral, yeah, that's true. When I get excited, sometimes it comes out, but that's rare. So I started life in South Wales. Wales is a culture of equality. I lived in Cardiff, a very multicultural city. So used to people of different races, different colours, different religions, all of those sorts of things. So I grew up in that environment of believing everybody was equal. So that's how, I suppose, that formed me, or helped formed me. My parents ran a farm.
Well,
by the time I was 13, I could drive tractors. Very practical, liked practical things, being outside. Much of my family were either in the services, the army or the navy, or in construction, civil engineering and building. So that formed me, and eventually I thought, I want to go into construction. And I picked civil engineering part of construction, and I started obviously formal training courses, become a trainee engineer, and at 19 I had this real great opportunity to go and work in Denmark for 6 to 9 months, which I took. And it started me off on my international travels. Perhaps a lot of my family had worked abroad. Those that had been in the services or the navy were used to travelling. So travelling and different cultures and different people were for me the norm, not something different. And that took me off down that route. And I've worked in quite a lot of different countries over the years.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.